Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
Over there. Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago?
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls...
Did you hear that? What was that sound It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be... Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is Looks like the same thing is happening over here.
You see, we're both... We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to release your tears.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered, "Soft, sleep well, Father. Sleep well. When you awake, that which differentiates us."
It almost sounds like a poem or... Well, now that the Hilly Trolls have calmed down, let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing...
The Abyss Order? Thank you for your
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues? Huh? You know, the young guy from Vimara Village. That's kind of the whole reason...
Ah, I do at least right.
But how is that? Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Ahmed. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased? You're right. We should narrow down the possibilities first.
Someone's going...
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind...
Oh, I know.
Really? You remember...
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're... Then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. Yeah, I just saw him...
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he... Do you think maybe it's not...
Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukid... No. If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now.
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in... Just like how you went... That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a right. If he's... But didn't Bayron just... Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that... Good idea! We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to... Right! That! Like, does it maybe leave a...
All the memories seem to be set in or near Vimara village. But I'm still not sure if they're restricted to this location. No. If time was allowed...
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That's the tell of the implanted memories are basically taking place. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing... That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in...
We thought she... No. Dainsleif had... No. The color of the...
Oh, right! That's exactly what it...
Oh, come to think of it, every time time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like...
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely Atos's memory. Yeah, that's where...
So, you see, Granny Jahiat was a mercenary when she was younger. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. It's okay if you don't.
Oh, I think you'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Oh, right! This version of Atosa...
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need.
Another time, huh? Yeah.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
The founder of... Dane's brother. Dane's brother. Born into... You're... Kari...
Oh. You know me? Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? But... I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, but despite his intentions for me, in truth, I died. The person you see before you now is nothing. As for your question, the Loom of Fate is in its primitive form. Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level, but it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world. Yes, I have the ability to control the Loom in its After all, its existence cost me my... that. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone, I just wanted them to feel like as if... I know what why would I do something so meaningless? But I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. Chief Amadia, Baram, Granny Jahiat, Atosa. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? I was curious, so I... selfish, even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. I know it sounds stupid, after all. My life and any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness, even the form you see before you, was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them fine. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of... I know. Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to mean exactly. As someone who... The Loom of Fate has already been completed. No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he? His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location. Capitalizing on their... He would then hand the eye to you. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish... That's right. Because in his mind, he... before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary. And I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the loom of... I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you. But Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor in the face of everything they could be planning. In any case, you remember my father, don't you? Clotar Albert, after he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form. To comfort me, my father told me a story. That this was a fairy tale world. That story managed to dispel my fears. Even if just for a moment. My goal was simple. To use the Loom of Fate in its near to implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls. In that memory, I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right, all that's left of my... But now...
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time. Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about the chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree? That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his... Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it before the heavenly principles awaken. Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria, not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Yes, such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. However, the heavenly principles will awaken. We just don't know. You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. Even as a hilichurl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, That's only one example. My feelings about the heavenly principles are too... Lumine?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you. But for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together. You told me. You wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that sudden, well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean?
I miss you too, Lumine. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes. Let alone my own sister.
What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our ability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here. Everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
Still so sleepy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided. Oh, and Dane came by just now. It looked like he was injured. He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on... Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Kari Bear. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember. Wait, really? What a score! Well, what happened after that?
Ah, there you are.
Hey, Ram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party, so there we were, searching away, when suddenly according to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came, and after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Oh, and we also remembered his name, Kari Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner. Well, I hope he's happy.
Seems like everyone thinks Kari Bear left the village. Paimon wonders how Atos is. Paimon didn't see her in the...
it's you two. I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Kari Bear now. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important. He always seemed to appear out of nowhere, and now... If Kari Bear wants me to forget about the time we spent together, I relied on him for a lot of things. Okay, I'll admit. I was dumped. Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying? You don't need to comfort me. It's just like Kari Bear said. And you know, if he has a heart... Anyway, thanks for all...
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back... Oh, right! Weren't you... A picture? Where'd that come from? Let Paimon see!